Question I wanted to pose to you is about electric versus hydrogen, and I'll tell you why I asked this. I always smile when people start to fight about electric versus hydrogen, because that means that opinions are forming and you're starting to get these religious silos of Catholic versus Methodist, and so you got electric versus battery, or battery swap versus charge, and then you got hydrogen versus electric, which means people are buying into the future of the energy transition and they're forming very certain opinions, and that's a good thing. They might not be the right opinions, but it's a good thing. So quite often it's said electric is, if you were to use the analogy of the mobile phone era, you had the pagers and then you had distributed mobile systems, GSM, CDMA, the Japanese system, and now everyone uses GSM, right? And everything else is history. And if you to use the same analogy, it's often said EVs are the pager of this transition and the future is hydrogen, and everybody gets very violently angry about that. How do you see the future, electric versus hydrogen?
It's both electric mobility and should be treated as such. There's never going to be one solution for everything. EVs are super in some instances. Hydrogen will be super when things are heavy and you need to shift a lot of load. I think I'd leave that to the industry. They know all of this, but one has to realize that it's all electric mobility. So that cat fight may be necessary for some reasons, but not for reality. What I would add, though, is the fact that you should focus on the infrastructure. Because what if you have the best EVs of the world, but there isn't any power? So you need to have, again, the whole value chain approach. I'd be a bit scared if I was in the automotive industry. I've invested a huge amount of money into my EV platform just to realize that, okay guys, there is not sufficient power out there. Will I be selling my products? No, I will not. And this is where hydrogen comes into the equation, because we can store energy until it's needed, so we can back up that lack of power. We could leverage. Again, make it up, educate people so that they see this. And hopefully this podcast has at least been a smidgen to address that issue.